last night, well, I kind of intentionally did this. Yesterday, Adrian didn't take a nap because what I was wanting to do is try to make it to where he would go to bed a little bit earlier. Well, it worked great. He went to bed like at 8 p.m. and woke up at like at 7:30 this morning. Problem is, I wasn't used to that. So when he woke up at 7:30, I was like, So most of this day, I've been like a zombie. But yeah, it's pretty good though. Now I'm actually going to be able to finally get up a little bit earlier. Now that he's feeling a little bit better, and hopefully I can keep him on a pretty good sleep schedule. I want to try to maybe getting up around 7 a.m. so that I can try to keep that. That gives me a little bit more leeway. Like today, he ate lunch kind of late, so he took a nap a little bit later, and he stayed up to like 9 tonight. And I'm like, ugh. I'm wanting to get that 8 p.m. bedtime. If you hear that, that's my dog. We have this like behind this couch here. We have this like, we call it his man cave. But basically what we've done is we've taken like, we still have one of the cushions from our old couch. Basically behind the couch is propped up against the couch. It makes this like little cave like that. And Thor loves to go in it and just, because it's dark and it's a little confined area. And he loves to go in it. So he'll just lay in there and lay, and it's where he really, I think he sleeps there most of the time. But, so yeah, if you hear little noises like that little booth and everything, that was him behind the couch. But today was pretty good. Like we have this baby gate we're gonna put at the top of the stairs. So today I tried to put it up. So I got everything out. Basically, I line all the parts up before I put anything together. Generally, and I try to see if all the parts are there. Well, this is missing one of the bolts to it, and I'm like, oh great, I can't put this thing together. So then I had to go. That means I had to go back and take it back and get a new one. Got a nightlight for Adrian's room. So it's pretty good. Kind of a, not really an uneventful day, I could say, because just not a lot went on. Well, here's one thing that kind of teased me off. Okay, like there's a leaf service here in this town. So basically what you do is all the leaves in your yard, you rake to the curb. You don't put them on, well, you don't break them, you don't put them onto the road or in the little drain, the little ditch that drains like beside the road. You put them on like basically between the road and the sidewalk. And they had this, basically this truck comes through that has like a hose on it, and they just suck up all the leaves. Well, I raked them like I'm almost sure one of my neighbors raked them down into to where they're supposed to be. And today we got an email saying the leaf service is complete in your neighborhood, and we're like, no, it's not. They didn't vacuum any leaves up here. Uh-oh, I must have been talking and woke Thor up. Oh, he's getting some water. But yeah, so we're like, all right, so now we've raked all these leaves in this pile that's been sitting there for a few days. And now it's rained, and now they're all wet. It's like, great. So now we're going to have to, I think I might have some of those back. Those like paper lawn flags. A dog licking water, lapping up water. It's actually really loud, isn't it? But the leaves are all wet, so that means the bag's gonna be wet, and no matter, like, I'll try to take them out to the curb, and the bags will break, and I'm just like, come on, this is just. So we're gonna have to. There's a number there. I'll have to call tomorrow and see if I can figure out what's going on, why they didn't actually pick up the leaves. They were like, oh, it didn't look like anybody. Well, no, duh, they've been there for like a week, and yeah. Basically, somebody's like, I don't want to go in that neighborhood here. I'll just say it's done. That's actually happened before. Like they, I can't remember what it was now. My friends, he actually, he's expecting some really important packaging, and he actually didn't go to work because it's something that was really important. I can't remember what it was. And he stayed home from work that day, and he just waited for the package to come around. It's coming, I think it was either coming through FedEx or UPS or something like that. And he was at home all day, and nobody rang his doorbell, nobody came by, and the delivery man put that he'd rung the doorbell because it actually had to be signed for. He'd rung the doorbell, knocked on the door, but nobody showed up. And actually on the website it said try deliver, no answer. And my friend, he basically called him up and was like, this guy didn't show up. He didn't. I was here all day, and he actually filed a complaint on the delivery man. And so he actually, when the guy brought it the next day, he was like, oh, sorry. He was like, sorry, I missed you. I said, no, he was like, you just didn't come by. Don't worry, I filed a complaint on you about it. And he was like, thanks, brother. And he's like, you're welcome. So yeah, I mean, I understand, like, some people, like I think I knew somebody that worked at I think it was a UPS. They said if they get behind, they just skip deliveries. And it's not that that's not what they're supposed to do, but to keep up with things, that if they have one delivery that's really far out of the way, sometimes they'll skip and say, oh, the person wasn't there, especially if it had to be signed for. And it's just like, people, like, I can kind of understand it, but I kind of don't. And it's like, people pay for certain things to be delivered, and I don't know. I'm getting sidetracked there, but the whole thing, but my entire neighborhood, none of the leaf service that was supposed to happen happened. I had to take that gate back today. I was like, hey, I want to drive by a few of the houses, and I drove by, like, none of them were, like, almost every house has leaves piled up in front of it to be picked up. I was like, all right. And honestly, it's more difficult to rake your entire yard to the front than it is to put in these bags, because it's like there's just so many. Because like my yard, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 trees, and like they in my neighborhood, they planted them all around the side the road, and where I live on a cul-de-sac, so they start at that side of my house and go all the way down to the front of it, and I've got this big, like, maple tree in my yard. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of yard work. I don't like it. I'm one of those that's kind of like, I think the Brady Bunch had the right idea. Just put AstroTurf down and call it good. But I would like to have a gigantic yard, though, like acres and acres, but I'd like it to be more forested. I really want it to all be cut down and how to be maintained. I'd like it to be more like you were in the woods or something. That's actually becoming pretty hard to find though now, especially in this area. My dog's sniffing around on the ground. I have no idea what he's sniffing for. But so yeah. Like I said, today wasn't really an eventful day, just more kind of like aggravation stuff. Missing parts of the fence and leaf service not getting picked up. I don't really have any update on the job because, well, Thursday's when they're supposed to let me know. I hope it's good news for me. Thank you, everybody that has wished me good luck on the job and everything. That's the alarm that my dog wants to go outside. Basically, we have these blinds on the back door, and when he was a puppy, he put his nose behind it to look outside. Well, when he realized that when he realizes that when we open that door, the blind kind of hits the door. Well, so what he's like, oh, that means that he wants to go outside. So he actually put his nose back there so much that these little tabs that hold the bottom of the blind together come loose, and he started pulling the blind back and lets it smack against the door to let us know that he wants to go outside. And I've heard people having those like bells in the door. We tried that. Thor doesn't use it. He just uses the blind. So basically, for when Thor wants to go outside, sorry, my camera is getting all wacky. He basically puts his head behind the blind, moves the blind back, pulls his head back, and he just goes pow. So I guess that's the sign for me to get off here. But hope you guys had a good day. I mean, today was actually a pretty good day. A day when nothing really bad happens, just a little bit aggravating things, to me is a good day. My Thor makes a lot of noise. I started saying my door, but no, Thor, he makes a lot of noise. But hope you had a good day. See you tomorrow.